One of the biggest things in the world today, and the worst thing that's going on at the moment, is knife crime. 46,000 people this year alone have suffered knife crime. Can you imagine it? 46,000 people so far have suffered knife crime in some way. In the UK alone, there has been 233 deaths of knife crime. 233 deaths of knife crime. Can you imagine it? How do we get past this with knife crime? You, you know, I'm just waiting at the moment for Stu Goldcrusher to be a guest in a minute. But how do we get past this? The Home Secretary says that we haven't got a problem. The crime rate is fallen. There's not a problem in the country. The crime rate of knife crime is fallen. Okay, 46,000 people suffering with knife crime. Yeah, okay. How do we kind of like actually get past the problem of knife crime? Because surely, you know, there, there is a big problem. If we get more police, if we get more police patrolling our streets, or kind of like trying to kind of cut down the knife crime, will that stop it? What can the government really do to stop knife crime? What can we do to stop knife crime? How can the government how can the government get past the actual problem with knife crime? Well, surely they can't. But what can ourselves do it? What can we actually do to sort out knife crime? Do we kind of like leave it to everybody else to kind of like solve the problem of knife crime? Or do we actually kind of like say, okay, this is not going to happen no more. If I see you with a knife, I'm going to report you. But then the old stigma phrase come up, didn't it? Oh, you're a grasser. You're a grasser. But can you imagine it if your partner or a friend of yours who is in that 46,000 people who has suffered from knife crime, right? He's been stabbed in any way or injured in any way or died. Now, there's another trigger I was reading earlier about knife crime. It's like knife crime and rape in this country has gone up to a certain amount. Knife crime and rape is around about 22,000 people in this country. 22,000 people in this country. Knife crime and rape. That's both together. So, someone that's been approached by a knife and actually kind of said, and actually kind of like been approached by by somebody with a knife and actually raped them. How can we stop this? What can we do? Craig, correct. Knife crime will never go away. It's a big, big, big problem that we got in this country. But what we can do, we can kind of like, we can keep on governing. We can kind of like contact the government. We can actually contact our own MP. We can kind of like make awareness about it. We can do all these things. But would it really stop knife crime in this country? Let's watch this video.
John, you need a lift to school?
No, I'm good. I'm on the walk today.
How come you're not in uniform?
It's not uniform day. Some charity thing.
Don't forget, you need to come home straight after school, as we're going to meet your sister at the airport.
I know, I've not forgotten. Don't worry.
Come here, get like. Have a good day at school, okay?
I'll try. I'll see you later, man.
Don't forget your jumper.
Thank you.
Bye, love.
See ya.
Oh my god. Well, no, honestly, mate, you will not understand. Honestly, no.
I told Sean this yesterday, but he didn't get it.
So, did you bring it? Yes. Sure, man. Come on here, I'll show you. You mean this?
Oh, mate, that is bad. Where'd you get that from?
I got it from my dad's workshop.
What notice? Let's go.
No, he has loads of stuff like this in the garage. Can we see the subject now?
Yeah.
Well, at least it's the weekend, boys. You don't have to sit for another hour and a half and Mr. Rogers' maths lesson.
Tell me about it. Thought I was going to be an issue for the rest of my life.
Yeah, it did drag a little.
Right, I'm going home. See you tomorrow.
Oi, mate, we need to talk to you.
Oh, don't you little rat.
Just get off me! I'm not giving you anything! Get off me! I'm not bang him! Get his phone, man! Anything! Get off!
Give us your phone.
Get off me!
No.
Do what you say.
No, I won't.
Have you just stabbed him?
I'm up anyway. You're enjoying yourself. Huh? Hello?
There you go. Knife crime. What can we do about it? What can it teach us? What can it teach us? What can we do about it? If we go to the police, if we go somewhere, the trouble is, what we got to do is that we got to make people and the government aware about knife crime. There's so many deaths out there at the moment. 46,000 deaths. Unbelievable. 46,000. How can we deal with it? How do we cope with it?
No, apparently.
How can we cope with it? How do we do it?
Oh, yeah. Alright then. Bye.
What can we do? Sure that he's well, I can't find him. What can we do about it? How can we kind of come to a point to say that knife crime is more dangerous than anything else in this country? What can we do? What can we actually do about it? Do we sit down all day and kind of like think, oh well, everything's going to be okay? Or are we going to go out there and say, right, we're not having this no more, we're going to do something about it? That's what we should do. It could be your friend, it could be your um, partner. It needs to stop. We're just waiting for Stu to come on. He just phoned me up and we're just waiting for him to come on. I don't know what's happened to him, but he'll be on in a minute. But I still got to carry on because we're live. But see, the trouble is, what I'm getting at is this, that knife crime needs to stop. And it needs to stop now, not tomorrow, but now, before it's too late. It could happen to your mother, it could happen to anybody, it could happen to your brother and sister. So what are you doing about it? Are we going to stay on Facebook all day and kind of like think, oh, well, that's the end of it? Or are we going to do something about it? And what can we do about it? Well, all I can say is this, that we should lobby the government, we should lobby our MP, and also we should lobby all the social media that we have. All the social media we have, we got to lobby it. Make a, and kind of like spread the word about awareness. I'll be back in 10 minutes. with Stu Goldcrusher. Thank you. Bye bye.